Hi everyone. 私はローラと申します。今日皆さん出席してくれて本当にありがとうございました。This presentation is about how to easily improve English with no more studying. We will do an activity, so please have your phone nearby. まず自己紹介をいたしたいと思います。私は日本に生まれました。親は宣教師でしたからです。育ちはアメリカです。オハイオ州で育ちました。皆さんご存知かもしれませんけども、オハイオ州で、あんまり、私の場合は、日本語勉強するチャンスがないから、大学の時に1年間、早稲田大学留学することをしました。その時、早稲田の柔道部のメンバーでございました。それから、オハイオの大学卒業してから、本田技研入りました。メリーズビル、オハイオの工場、スタートで、それから東京の本社に、青山の本社に、逆駐在の立場で、3年間ぐらいおりました。秘書室のメンバーでございました。めったにない機会もありました。これは、総一郎本田さんでございました。その体験について、初めの本出版しました。The Accidental Office Lady。皆さん、まず買って読んでみてください。その後、これでアメリカ人と仕事ができるという本出版しました。それから、一番最近の本 is The Business of We。日経経済新聞、それから Harvard Business Review、に寄稿しています。So my work is helping Japanese companies be successful in the global marketplace. 30年、以上にわたり4大陸の企業やその他の企業を支援してきました。So I work and speak with American employees who work inside Japanese companies. This week, I spoke with people working in finance, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing. And all of the people I speak to, the American people working inside the Japanese companies, have one request in common. They want more communication with Japanese Chuzain staff. This means speaking English. And this is a big challenge. I know this because when I was working in the Tokyo headquarters of Honda Motor Company, I had to speak Japanese every day, and it was hard. I felt shy sometimes. I felt embarrassed. I didn't want to make mistakes. I tried to be more perfect. I did not have the confidence to speak Japanese. So maybe in the companies where you are working, some Japanese professionals, Chuzain staff, expatriates, do not feel comfortable and confident when they are speaking English. But English communication is more important now than ever before. And the reason is tariffs are putting a huge stress on almost every Japanese company. Hybrid work makes building communication and relationship more difficult. And the political instability in both the United States and Japan. Japan has some important elections this Sunday. This instability is causing uncertainty in the economic situation and makes it very hard to plan properly. But fortunately, there is a free, valuable resource, underutilized resource for every Japanese company that I work with. Do you want to know what that free resource is? It is the trust, information, innovation, creativity, and cooperation between Chusain staff and local staff. And English is the bridge between those two groups. Of course, we know that English is important when working overseas. And for many years, I supported Japanese professionals to study English and improve their English proficiency. But about 10 years ago, I had a big revelation. And I finally understood that there is a big misunderstanding about English skills among many Japanese expatriate staff. Your skill and proficiency, for example, a TOEIC score, that is not the most important thing for success in communication with local staff. It's actually frequency of communication. Even if that communication is not perfect. You do not need to keep studying English anymore because most Japanese professionals start studying English in junior high school. So by the time a professional comes to work in the United States or in somewhere in North America, they have already studied so many vocabulary words and so much grammar. Now I am helping Japanese professionals use the English skills they already have in order to improve business results and enjoy their lives living outside Japan. And for the first time, the skills that I've been teaching are now available in a video format. This video format teaches 5 essential skills in under 1 hour total. And it's a self-paced learning, so anyone can learn these skills anytime and anywhere. There is a simple solution for feeling uncomfortable speaking English, and that is to change your mindset to speak more frequently and less perfectly. So again, I'm going to repeat that. More frequency and less perfect. This is something anyone can do very easily. And I'm going to now share a firsthand story of one of my clients who studied these 5 skills using the videos, and I want to share his firsthand experience with you now. Please tell us about your experience learning bibiranai eigo. Please speak in Japanese.
Japanese, OK。そうですね。ローラさんに会ってから、ですね。今まで僕、アメリカに15年以上住んでるんですけれども、英語に自信がなくて、やっぱりお仕事の時もですね、ローカルのネイティブの方と話す時とか、やっぱり英語ちょっとついていけないところっていうのは、正直あったんですけど、ローラさんに会って、英語をちょっと教えてほしいっていうふうに伝えたらですね、勉強するのは英語じゃないっていうところをはっきり言われて、この5本のビデオをちょっと見て、みるといいよっていうので、いろいろ、ビデオを見てですね、レクチャーを受けたんですけど、 やっぱり彼女が教えてくれることっていうのは、英語のスキルっていうよりかコミュニケーションをどういうふうに取るかっていうところにすごいポイントを置いていて、で、やっぱり、僕も気づいたのがそこなんだと。英語の文法とか、単語を勉強するっていうよりかは、今僕に必要なのは、コミュニケーションをどういうふうに取るのかっていう、回数をどれぐらい増やすのか、じゃあどういうところで、僕がそういった、人との対話、コミュニケーションっていうのを増やす機会っていうのを作っていくといいよっていう、そういったちょっと普通の、なんだろうな、英会話の勉強とはちょっと違うような方向性で、英語を勉強するっていうよりかは、人生を良くしていくっていうポイントで、教えてくれるんですよね、ローラさんは。そこがすごい、他の、なんか英語を勉強するっていうのと違うなっていうところで、仕事のところでもすごい、成果が出てるし、お仕事で取引先とね、の人と話すときの内容とかもすごい充実してるなって最近はよく思うので、引き続きちょっとローラさんとコミュニケーションを取りながらですね、もっと僕の人生っていうのは、英語はただのツールだよと、もっと人とのコミュニケーションを取るために、人とどんどん会ってですね、英語を使っていくことで、人生良くなっていくよっていう、ちょっと変わった、普通の英会話とは違う角度からの英語なんですけど、これ必要としている人本当に多いんじゃないかなと僕は思うので、ぜひぜひ、興味がある人はですね、試してみてください。
ありがとう。So, the number one strategy anyone here can use is to measure frequency of using English. Several years ago, I developed a new automated tool. It's called the Global Success Index. In a moment, I would like to invite everyone here to try it. So please prepare your phone. This is about 2 minutes. It requires 2 minutes of time and it's automated. So I will share a QR code in a moment. And if you capture the QR code with your phone, you will see 10 questions. After answering the 10 questions, you will get a score from 0 to 100. So right now, I invite everyone who would like to please join and answer the 10 questions, and I will measure the time for 2 minutes. About 1 more minute. So if you need a little more Hmm. I'm not sure what that was. If you need a little more time, please take that time. But I would like to now give you an assessment, my evaluation of the scores in general. And this is based on my experience working with thousands of Japanese chuzain. If the score is under 20%, I consider that dangerously low. This means there is a higher chance for very serious problems, such as complaints, ER employee relation problems, or even legal problems. If the score is under 50%, that's okay, but still needs a little bit of work. My goal for every Japanese expatriate is to have a score of over 50%. If the person has management responsibilities, then I prefer a score of over 70%. The good news is that even if your score is low today, you can quickly and easily increase your score by using the 5 essential skills and learning them. Let me show you an example of a client who started off with a score of 8. This is someone who lived in New York, worked in a large Japanese company, and after learning the 5 essential skills, he increased his score to 47%. So again, these 5 essential skills that are part of my learning, it's also part of a workbook, can help anyone quickly develop comfort and confidence when they're speaking English. We did a pilot in 2004 with 28 Japanese newly arrived expatriates. And by helping them learn these 5 essential skills, we measured a gained productivity amount of over $500,000. Here is a direct comment from Anthony Cedillo, the Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer at Marubeni Corporation. And you can see the gained productivity value is significant. Among the participants, 84 self-reported that they took action to improve communication and collaboration with their local colleagues. And 63% of them reported a positive impact on the business. Here are a few other direct comments from the participants. Increased company profit, decreased cost, increased revenue sales due to more conversations with clients, and a successful completion of a joint venture project due to better communication. Having the chance to change your mindset is completely different than learning more grammar and more vocabulary. If you are interested to have this assessment for your company, I am offering this 2-minute assessment. A link can be created for your organization. We can measure as many people as you like in 2 minutes. And for today only, this is a free offering. If you want to take advantage of this free offering, please write an email to me today. If I receive an email from you today to this email address, I will arrange this free assessment. If you're watching this video at a later date, you can still contact me, but this assessment will not be free. When I gather the information, I will provide a very simple report showing you the scores and also provide a benchmark of how you compare to other similar organizations. So please remember, your TOEIC score, your English proficiency score, is not the most important thing. It's communication as much as possible using imperfect English. If you would like to communicate with me in the future, you can contact me on LinkedIn. This QR code will take you to my LinkedIn profile, and I'm happy to communicate with you then. So, with the remaining time, if anybody has any questions, I would be happy to answer them. Someone's asked, how did I make that quiz? Thank you for that excellent question. So I'm going to tell you a real story. I was working in San Francisco with a group of Japanese expatriates, and one of the expatriates had worked in China for several years. So I asked him about his interaction in Chinese, and it became clear that he really did not use Chinese very much. He made complaints about Chinese language, and I asked him about eating Chinese food and things like that. And it was very clear that while living in China, he had lived a very Japanese life. And so this conversation was happening in San Francisco. And so I said to him, how much of your life are you interacting with local English speaking people? And he answered clearly, not very much, about 10% of his time. And I was so surprised by his answer. I was actually shocked that he was living in San Francisco, yet his daily life, he was speaking so much Japanese. He was eating almost every meal with other Japanese speaking people. And I do understand when you're living overseas, it's nice to speak your own language, eat food that's familiar, be with people who understand you. I think that's very important. But if you're living as a expatriate and 90% of your life is still spent among and with Japanese speaking people, that is a missed opportunity. And so I started to think about how English proficiency is not the metric we should be using. Instead, we should be measuring frequency of interactions. Thank you all for your time today. And I believe we have a few moments for a break. Oh, someone asked, what did I enjoy most while working in Honda? Probably meeting Mr. Honda. I got to meet him several times, and he was a very energetic, exciting person to meet. So that was one of my favorite experiences. Thank you for your question.